Well, hello there. I seem to be in the dark, so I'm going to try moving over here to a different position to see if it's any lighter. Oh, yeah, it's better. Oh. How's that? That looks like a lot better. Anyway, what a week it's been. We've had Nicola Sturgeon deleting all our WhatsApp messages. Now, the idea of a government should be accountability and transparency. Now, that's something that Nicola Sturgeon has failed to do. Why isn't she being arrested? There must be something going on that is quite illegal with Nicola Sturgeon. The same as Boris Johnson and the fact that he had forgotten his password. Like everybody, we've all got devices that have passwords on them, and it's very, very easy to reset your password if you forget them. You just put a few details in and you change your email address, or you change your password, or you whatever. It's easy to do. It's not something that's quite difficult. And what's the other thing? Oh yes, I've been enjoying my coffee this morning, and I'm being told now that a single cup of coffee will put 6 billion tonnes of CO2 into the atmosphere, which is only a good thing really, because as we know, CO2 is plant food. Well, what else has been happening? Oh yes, now it's suited the military to have white males join up again now. They're calling for people to join a dad's army, as it were, but for young people. Now, you remember the recruiting adverts for the military that went along the lines of young white males need not apply? Well, all of a sudden they want young white males to apply because there's a war going on overseas. Now, would you join up to defend a country that despised you, a white young male? No, I wouldn't either. I don't think I would be jumping at the bit to defend a country that absolutely despised you. But of course, we've got our own army, haven't we? We've been shipping them in by the boatload from Dover for years. They're not going to fight for us, of course. They'll fight to take over our country and get rid of us. But anyway, so let's change up to a different note. It's Friday, the weekend is here. I've got a little bit of gin, and I've got a few nice tonics, so I'll be having a gin tonight. I'm going to make the lady Sarah a nice curry. It's going to be a moussaman curry, which is beef and potato and onion, so that'll be nice. I don't do tomato. Anyway, what else has been happening? Oh yeah, Sarah's at work. She's a little bit later today, so she'll be home about 3 o'clock. I think she's going shopping on the way home to get a few bits and pieces that she needs. It's not quite sure what she's getting, but anyway. So yeah, it's been an absolutely glorious morning here. I've been outside, like I said, polluting the atmosphere with my coffee, and I've had all the windows open. I've got the front room window open and the back door wide open, so that's allowing a lot of fresh air to go through the house. That'll improve things rather than sitting indoors. So, like we say, we've been buying these bags of tea lights just to give us a little bit of warmth. So we may light 4 of these little candles. So we'll have a week's worth of slight warmth from these candles. That cost us a £5 from the market or wherever Sarah gets them from. I've reduced my heating by another 2 hours a week now. 2 hours a day, sorry. So that's an extra 14 hours a week saved, but the bill has just gone up through the roof because it's been so cold in the last few days. With snow we had last week. It's actually pushed my energy bill up through the roof. So that 2 hours a day saving has been wiped out by the fact that the heating's got to be on a lot harder than it was to maintain temperature. Oh, and as you know, us human beings evolved on the equator, so we're tropical creatures really. So we're actually, to survive in these climates, we actually need a little bit of warmth, some clothing, and a bit of shelter. Now, not like horses that live in the field, who run around, they can survive all sorts of weather. Us human beings are rather delicate because we were born in an environment. We evolved in an environment which was rather warm and cosy. So this is what I don't understand about this net zero business that's going on. The World Economic Forum telling us that CO2 is bad and that farmers are bad. Farmers are bad for growing food. What are we going to do if we don't have farmers that grow our food? Go down to the supermarket and live off tinned food until we find out that there's no more tinned food left. Yeah, crazy people that aren't thinking. Anyway, so it is Friday. I don't know what we're doing at the weekend. Sarah's off, so we might go out somewhere, even if it's just down to the seafront and walk along the seafront, taking a bit of fresh air. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So, hope you lot have a good weekend. Hope the weather's good for you. Hope the weather's good for me as well. Anyway, so that's about it. That's my Friday vlog and a bit of a rant. And as always, nothing is scripted. Oh yes, and of course, I've managed to weed out 3 trolls from my channel. And now the last video only got 1 dislike. So that was quite heartening that I managed to get rid of a couple. Because every video gets 2 thumbs down normally. Doesn't matter what video they're about. I don't even think they watch them, to be fair. They just give them all a thumbs down and they move on. But this is the nature of the Alex Belfield follower. They're just mentally ill. They just can't let go of it. The fact that I had nothing to do with his prison term. It was him. He decided to send those emails to people. And it was him who decided to stalk his victims online. I had nothing to do with it. I just pointed out his vile behaviour. Anyway, that's enough for me. It's getting on for 7 minutes. I'll cut it short before 8 minutes, and there won't be any adverts in the middle. Okay, catch you later. Bye then.